When my parents moved a couple of years ago, I ruffled through boxes and boxes of what felt like a past life in the Philippines. There were photos of them at the nurses' training center they built, my dad working as an engineer, and stacks upon stacks of photos of family parties and birthdays and every other occasion they found a reason to celebrate. They were young parents in their early 30s when they made the big move to the United States. They'd already built a life for themselves in the Philippines. I think looking at those photos made me understand the gravity of the decisions that they made in order to chase after a better life and the rug that was swept from under their feet in the name of American opportunity. They didn't know they would have to give up so much and receive so little help in forging a better life for their two daughters in the States.
This bill, the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986 that I'll sign in a few minutes, is the most comprehensive reform of our immigration laws since 1952.
For decades, different administrations in this country have made the immigration experience more welcoming or challenging for immigrants to survive, thrive, and build futures for themselves and their families. A big part of the immigrant experience is building legacy, a legacy for your kids to step into, to make their own.
My message for my daughters as an immigrant is to do their best. By doing their best, they can reach their goal in life to be a successful professional in the future.
But a lot of the time, immigrants like my parents aren't given or directed toward the tools and resources that would help them build these legacies and thrive. Many people don't see the 60-hour work weeks, the heavy labor required of nurses, and the risk of working at a hospital in the middle of a pandemic. As we navigate COVID-19, there's a lot of things that, as a community, we won't be able to foresee, much like my parents couldn't when they emigrated from their homeland. As we reflect on how we can make things better for communities of color and immigrants, when we move past this pandemic, we must center their voices.
I would like for you to grow and develop into mature individuals, and that you will be able to attain whatever dreams you want to attain. You continue your education, and that you land into your fulfilling jobs and have families, and you feel contented with life.
Because of their love and resilience and all of the times that they scraped anything and everything they had, my sister is able to pursue grad school to become a physician associate. In the fall, I'll be attending law school. I'd like to think that the hard work they have invested in us is their own kind of legacy, but it shouldn't have to be backbreaking. As we push through this pandemic, we must work in solidarity to ensure that the legacies of other immigrants and people of color have the room to grow, that our communities have the opportunities to invest in future generations.